Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, one house. This event is about to start now. I want to introduce to you today our MC of the day, my beautiful Mrs. Rama Adelu. She will be helping us today to monitor and direct events. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together for this beautiful website? Thank you very much. She will take off from now.
Professionals in the house, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, special guests, gentlemen of the press. I indeed say good morning to you all. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming to honor this auspicious occasion, which is a very dear one to you as professionals, and I know. And I must say, and I say thank you to all environmental engineers here present for not just protecting our environment, but trying to create a world where our environment would not need to be protected. Thank you very much for all you do. For those who do not know what you go through, you may not know what you're doing. But for some of us who have taken the pains to try to know what environmental engineering is all about, I say kudos to you all. And I say you all deserve a resounding round of applause. Can you please give yourself a resounding round of applause? Thank you very much. And with that, I welcome you all to the 14th National Chairman, Investiture, and inauguration of the National Executive Committee members with the theme, Food, Energy, Water Nexus, their impact on global warming and flooding. Thank you all very much for coming. I bet you this occasion is going to be an impact-filled one, a fun-filled one, and that which we would all have deliberations and solutions to take home. Once again, can we all give ourselves a deserving round of applause? We specially recognize everybody here seated. We're all special guests of honor here. But please permit me to specially and specifically recognize some people in our midst and invite them to the top table from the commencement of this program. We recognize and invite to the top table the host of this occasion, the 13th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineering, Engineer S.M. Odukoya, FNSE, FNIEE. Can we please give them a round of applause for the guests to the table? Thank you, sir. And also, to be recognized here today and invited to the top table is the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who also doubles as the chairman of today's occasion. She is Engineer Mrs. Margaret Aino Ogutala, FNSE, FNIEE, FNSCHE. Now we please give a very rousing welcome to this critical engineer company. When you find a woman in the field of men, she really deserves all the accolades. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. May we all be seated. Also to join the members of the top table is the 14th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineering. And he is Engineer Nureni Adeboyega Ogunyemi, MNSE, FNIEE. I would also like to invite to the top table the head of civil engineering department of the Redeemers University, Ede, all the way from Osun State. He is the guest speaker for today's occasion, and he is Professor Ifeoluwa Adewunmi, especially recognized his beloved wife, President. May I ask that the beautiful wife of Professor Ifeoluwa Adewunmi become stand up for recognition? Thank you very much. Can we put our hands together for the beautiful woman? Thank you for coming, sir. And also to join the members of the top table is a director all the way from Yabate. He is a professor and none other than Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedoto Abdul. He is also conferring here today. And we give them a resounding round of applause. I beg your pardon, that was a little mixed up in the last introduction I made. He is not a director from Yaba Tech. He is the rector of Yaba Tech. Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotu. I beg your pardon, sir. We also recognize Professor Selina Madwebisi. Did I get that pronunciation right, ma'am? Thank you very much for coming. Can we put our hands together for her? She is the chairman at the Polytechnic, Lagos. Thank you very much for coming. We also recognize the 12th national chairman of this great institution. Can you feel standing for recognition, sir? Thank you very much, sir. Other recognition will follow suit when they come around. We'll have some dignitaries join us very soon and we'll do their due recognition. But in the meantime, can we all as a patriotic Nigeria stand up for the national anthem? After the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. God bless us all. God bless Lagos State and various things. God bless Nigeria. I am Ramat Agdebi, and I'll be your company for today's program. Thank you very much for having me. The 13th National Chairman of NIEE, Engineer S.M. Utukoya, FNSE, FNIEE. The 14th National Chairman, NIEE, Engineer Nurini Adeboyega Oboyemi, MNSE, FNIEE. The Chairman of the occasion and President, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aiwo Obotala, FNSE, FNIEE, FNSCHE, all executive members of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers from all states of the Federation, Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotu Abdul, the Rector of Yaba Tech, and all other conferees here, all members of staff of the Lagos State Government present here today, all MDAs of the Lagos State Government, especially Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, special guests, captains of industries, dignitaries present here today, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all once again to this wonderful occasion. And with that, I'd like to invite for the welcome address the 15th National Chairman of this wonderful and great institution, Engineer S.M. Odukoya, FNSE, FNIEE, for his welcome address. Can we put our hands together for this engineer?
Hello? Good morning, sir. Good morning. Let me start on order protocol. Chairman of Council, President and Chairman of Council, that set of engineer, let's say, Margaret, Kutala, FNS, FNG. The government of Kenya present, the speaker of the Kingdom, on our president of our university, apparently we have considered the last and also engineer be able to guide them from the faith. Having our professor around is a great honor. The branch chairman, Ikeja, our great branch, please just wave your hand, let them see you. As Ikeja, the branch of Mother War branch. The branch chairman of other area in Lagos, our Lagos, they are present. The past national chairman NIEE, one of the great ones here. Engineer OES Ajani, MNSC, FNWE, my immediate was my eyewitness today. Now, signing out, like you did the other day. Also, I want to recognize my chairman because since January, engineer Obinemi has become my chairman. So, Obinemi, good afternoon or good morning. Yeah. So, I want to also recognize everyone here present at company. Dr. Mama, welcome. I was surprised to see you. I was surprised. So, also recognize all other family members who are present. I'm going to chair from Lagos State of Environment and Water Resources. You're welcome. And the press, ladies and gentlemen of the press. This morning is a privilege for me to witness the end of a journey that I started 2 years ago. Many started and they didn't end well like this. They were not able to hand over, but it's not just by making for the grace of God upon my life. So please help me celebrate God for this great occasion, for making me to sign out at this present day. Well, my welcome address goes to us. You know why I'm very delighted is that I have the first female president of Nigerian Society of Engineers in Mix. All the way from Africa. Not as the president and chairman in council of the Council of Engineers, not in Lagos, but I'm saying throughout the Federation of Nigeria. They are present in our midst. By a schedule, she is supposed to be in Maduguri, but decided to come and honor us in Lagos. So please help me to welcome her very well. Ma, you are welcome, ma. We are highly delighted to see you around us and to mother us. You are really our mother. You are mothering us and you are still mothering us till now. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Yes. Good morning, my fellow elders and corporate and student members of this great institution. It has been a wonderful experience since I took over the mantle of leadership of the Grand Institution of Environmental Engineering in January 2022. I knew how challenging it could be running this division like at this institution across the nation, across the globe. And I cannot but appreciate the efforts of the state sectors, the national ESCO, and every member of this institution that supported me during the time. Well, if we're talking of from east to west, north to south, east to west, yes, even across the rough village to visit Manchester during the tenure in London to see our members there. So it was a great challenge. It takes good effort to organize professional programs such as those we have held in Glasgow the last 2 years. Both online, which have become part of us, and also an hybrid in some cases. So despite the challenges in this world economy that are particularly that face all of some of Nigeria, it is a great one. All of us know when I started, I was just small. Now it has become something else that everybody is crying about, and I don't know, maybe dollar has become a trademark for us in this Nigeria. That our needs of a change and has affected all our activities. But with the obvious fact, all the freedom of engineering impact in the environment, we have the potential of the largest division of the sector of engineering. Important to this level, our division has, in the last 2 years, been able to deepen its role in engineering development of our great country through all our vibrant chapters, while celebrating a quick numbers of distinguished professionals as fellow of this institution. What a privilege! It was a part of such amazing institution filled with such amazing, wonderful, and resourceful people, determined and to create and maintain and sustainable environment. I enjoy working with my team all through my period. No ceremony, and I enjoy peace during my tenure. And that is why we're able to achieve the achievement that we have. So, to fulfill being part of it may be small, but I'm fulfilled. And the latest thing is to take the next handover and take the activities to the next level by incoming chairman. So, we are blessed with many people who have so many ideas and ready to strengthen the division in its proficient manner. And we are ready to ensure we sustain the eco-friendly environment that we have started building. At this point, I wish sincerely draw the attention of the incoming chairman to the need to expand our frontiers by creation of more chapters, both local and international, while connecting to the private sector for more collaboration towards building an eco-friendly and sustainable environment. Can they give the 14th national chairman engineer Lorraine Okoyemi, MNSC, MNW, all the support required. So I rise to join my competitors who are mentors to us in this division. While thanking and appreciating all you again, once again for coming. Please accept my tolerance of utmost regards, always. NIEE towards sustainable environment. Engineer FC Kutukoya. FNSC, when I was starting, I didn't start with FNSC, and I ended with FNSC. FNSC, FNIW. That is my heart. Thank you very much for your attention this morning. Please do your work. Somebody does work in the
Can we put our hands together for the International Chair? Is that all we can get? Thank you very much, sir. While the 13th National Chairman was giving his welcome address, a very strong pillar in the Lagos State government walked in. He is a special advisor to the governor of Lagos State, the most vibrant state in Nigeria and the economic hub of sub-Saharan Africa. You definitely know it's not an easy task to work in a state like that. Work 24/7, having little sleep. It is the special advisor to the governor, Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, the only ministry in Lagos State where the Article D, Mr. Olakule Rotimi Akodu. I'm sure we don't have to say we're expecting to see a very old person, but this is Lagos State, where the governor worked with young heads, creative and innovative minds to really move the state forward. A greater Lagos. Thank you very much, sir, for calling. May I also invite to the top table Mrs. Kafila Olabisi Giwa Oyemi, the wife of the 14th National Chairman, NIEE, to take the right to the side. Yes, ma'am, we're inviting you to stay here so that you will know when the chairman says he's moving around, you will understand. So you can see NIEE from this side of the hall. Thank you, sir. Mr. Esesa, before you came in, we just did a due recognition and the welcome address was what you met us with. So at this point, I'd like to welcome to the podium the president of NSE for opening remark, Engineer Mrs. Margaret Aino Obutala. I'm not going to give out the mic until I read all out. FNSE, FNIEE, FNSCHE.
The podium is almost too short. The chairman, outgoing of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, the brand new chairman, government officials here present, permit me to recognize the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Olakule Akodu, who has just been arrested today to join the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I'm sure that you are a member. Are you also correct? the current. Okay, so he's going to do, I charge Engineer Olukoya to ensure that in the next few weeks, there is current council in March. You may not be able to make that, that's just in 2 weeks' time. But you can make the one of June. By June council of current, Engineer Olukoya, by current council of June, it should be registered as a member, as an engineer. Past national chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers here present. Chairman of other divisions of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present. Chairman of branches, present and past, here present. Permit me to recognize one of the members of my entourage to this event, Engineer Olutosin Ogumola, MNC. The guest speaker, very distinguished guest speaker. The special guest of honor, the rector. Fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present. Very distinguished guests here present. Members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present. Corporate members, graduate members, and student members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today. And like the outgoing chairman said, I was built to be in Maiduguri today. The Association of Consulting Engineering in Nigeria is having its investiture tomorrow in Maiduguri. It will also have been an opportunity for me to visit a branch. We have 2 branches now in Maiduguri, one in Maiduguri and one in Yerewa. But a few days ago, it occurred to me that this is Lagos, and I started my engineering career in Lagos. And I also started my political career in NSC in Lagos. So I thought that I should be here today. And I've since asked that my deputy president represent me in Maiduguri. So I'm delighted to be here today. And it is my pleasure really to be here as chairman of this event, being the inauguration of Engineer Nureni Ajegboyega Ogunyemi MNSC as the 14th chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, a division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. There is no doubt that the election of Engineer Ogunyemi to stir the affairs of the institution derives from the confidence of the members in his capabilities as a thoroughbred professional. I am confident that with the support of every member of this division, NIEE will achieve a lot under his leadership. On the topic of today's lecture, thank you. On the topic of today's lecture, which is global warming and flooding impacts, flood and the food, energy, and water nexus, I will say that it is indeed a testimony to the fact that the leadership of NIEE is truly forward-looking by aligning the division programs with the global objectives of the society. Global warming and its attendant consequences for food security is a burning issue across the globe. Specifically in Nigeria, it has heightened the competition for grassland between agrarians and pastoralists in our countryside, leading to regular conflicts that often result in complete annihilation of communities in some areas. It is also with due consideration for the dire negative effects of climate change on food security that the Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers approved the theme for the 2024 National Engineering Conference as Sustainable Engineering Solutions to Food Security and Climate Change. And that is why I said earlier that the NIEE is well aligned with the objectives and programs at the national level. I have no doubt that our guest lecturer of today, Engineer Professor Ifeanyi FMSc, an erudite and accomplished academic, will give us enough nuggets to chew on with regards to solutions to the perennial problem. I therefore enjoin us all to listen to him attentively. This brings me to the cogent point that needs to be emphasized to the NSC divisions for appropriate alignment of objectives. The NSC divisions or institutions were conceptualized to be the professional development arm of the society. Divisions are supposed to be seen to be conducting more of research activities, organizing conferences, seminars, and workshops that enhance the professional capacity and capability of members in the respective fields of engineering. However, what we see today are ceremonies, fellowships, course visits, and so on, which are a complete aberration to the original statutory mandate of divisions of NSC. Therefore, I employ the NIEE and indeed all other divisions to return to being the strong pillars of NSC and concentrate more on the mandate for which they were established and not be distracted by ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 National Engineering Conference will hold between the 18th and 24th of November 2024. I'm using this opportunity to invite all members of NSC and other development stakeholders to take advantage of the early bird window to register for the conference. I encourage you all to check out the NSC website, which is nsc.org.ng, for more details. My dear colleagues and distinguished invited guests, during my investiture ceremony, I unveiled a strategic agenda, the Margaret Ogutala Presidency Strategic Agenda, MOPSA in short, that will guide our administration in its 2-year tenure. MOPSA is carried on 5 strong pillars as listed below. Number 1, membership development. Number 2, improving intergovernmental industry academia collaboration. Number 3, reinforcing international relations mechanisms. Number 4, reimaging the NSC for better publicity and governance structure. And number 5, improved community impact. I'm happy to inform you that we have since hit the ground running, and I use this opportunity to beckon on all members and all stakeholders to key into the agenda to help take our society to higher grounds. In a few days, we shall be marking the World Engineering Day on 4th of March 2024. And deriving from one of the strategic pillars of MOPSA, we shall be unveiling and launching a strategic specialized skills training for young engineers, for 100 young engineers. And that will just be the beginning. That will be the beginning of such training, which will be held in 6 geopolitical zones every year. It is expected that we will have, at the end of the day, train 6,000 young engineers in emerging technology and trends. And I thought we would give NSC a round of applause for that. Thank you. Furthermore, our members here will recall that notices are being circulated intermittently that the Secretariat is about to publish the list of financially up-to-date members in national newspapers. I wish to implore those who have not updated their membership status to contact the headquarters by email via database at nsc.org.ng for guidance. The list is scheduled to be released in the newspapers on 1st of March 2024. While thanking you all for your attention, I wish Engineer Oguyemi and the members of the Executive Committee of NIEE a very fruitful tenure in office, just as I congratulate the immediate past national chairman for a very successful tenure. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Engineer Otala. Thank you very much. Can we give her a round of applause? A whole lot of us may be wondering why I keep calling the NIEE, NSC, and all that. It's not actually easy when you see a woman in a man's shoe. She has really burned the candles to get there. That's why I did emphasize on that, because only if we mothers and fathers of today begin to see the very importance of that, then we can.
Madam, Mercy, it's not a man's shoe.
No, man. It's a
engineering is for both men and women. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you.
No, man.
Just go on, please.
No, I need to say something there. For you in the field, you see it as for everybody. But we outside, while I was in school, of course, we like, engineering, that's for the men. So it's the notion outside. That's why I'm really giving that kudos to you. But for the professionals, they know it's not a woman or a man's thing. Yeah, thank you very much. The owner of this car, please, your attention is needed. We need you to report. It's an ash color Lexus, AKD 331CK. AKD 331CK. Please, we need you to report. Engineer Bola Olowe, you're please invited to the talk table. Engineer Bola Olowe. And we put our hands together for Engineer Bola Olowe. Thank you very much, sir. The investiture lecture. And we know that's a very, very important one. And to do us the honor of giving the investiture lecture is someone well-grounded in the field. Our guest lecturer for today. Engineer Bola Olowe, thank you very much for coming, sir. The third chairman of BOT. Engineer Bola Olowe, FNSE, FNIEE. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. As I was saying earlier, the person to do us this honor of giving the university lecture is someone well-grounded in the field. Our guest lecturer, a supervisor to a whole lot of engineering masters and PhD graduate students, a former ASU chairman, OAU branch. He is an ordained pastor and currently the head of civil engineering department, Redeemers University, in Osun State. He is engineer, Professor Ifeoluwa Kendi Adewomi. Can we please put our hands together for our guest lecturer as he calls for the investiture lecture? Can we keep it going?
National Chairman, the outgoing one. I want to congratulate you for a successful tenure. Our national chairman is Glenn Grazer, the first president, the first female president we have in NS, an achiever, engineer Mrs. Otala. We are going to wait for other women to come. The representative of the governor, the special advisor on environment, and the celebrant of today, Engineer Noro Ogunyemi, observing all other protocols by brother Engineer Olowe, and the rector of Yaba Poly. You are all recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being around to celebrate one of us. Engineer Nobu was my student, OAU, and we remained in contact. And when I was told that I would be here for this program, I was delighted and I'm fulfilled. It's a joy for us when we see our children progress. And usually I tell them, you will increase and we will also progress, not that we will decrease. And I'm happy that he has become our national chairman today. For the next few years, I pray that you will succeed in this call. I want to appreciate your family, your wife in particular, for the moral support. Without the home support, many of us cannot make it. I have my wife here as a testimony. A very lovely woman that while I was being restless, fighting cause for OAU staff, she was always in the prayer room. I want to appreciate the organizers of this program for giving me the privilege to stand before you this morning. When we talk of food, energy, water, nature, and the impact they have on global warming and flooding, the three are inseparable and they are necessities. We need food, we need water, and we also need energy. Majority of industries in Nigeria that have been located is because they don't have access to steady electricity supply. And this is why we need to look inwards and see how best we can solve the problems relating to these three tripods in our environment. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate my Vice Chancellor, Professor Shedrack Amidele, for allowing me to be here today. We're in exams already, and at short notice, he gave me the privilege to attend this program. And my Dean Engineer, Professor Shashon, if they had not supported my cabinet, I won't be here. I'm happy. I will just be very brief. The outline for my presentation has shown. God made everything. I'm one of those who believe in God, and I believe in the power of creation. And God in Genesis chapter 1 gave every one of us power to have opinion on our environment. Unfortunately, man has been misusing this power of dominion in several ways. And when you look inwards, most of the problems that relate with environmental pollution, global warming, are man-made. And this is why it's important for us. Yes. This is why it's important for us to see how best to address the issues of global warming and flooding. The next slide, you see that we have issues of global warming, and I've tried to see how to summarize that. The major impact on the environment, especially in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and some chemicals that affect the ozone layer. And once this is affected, it allows large quantity of radiation to hit the Earth's surface and melt the ice caps, and therefore there will be flooding. Now, Ayetoro community is a seaside community in Ondo State. Recently, that community has been submerged because of high rising water level along their area. The majority of them have been relocated. And in the majority of urban communities where proper sanitation is not observed, domestic and city waste are washed into waterways during rainfall. Some residents also deliberately bring out their refuse and dump them to drains. Some buildings are also constructed in waterways, thus blocking the flow of runoff and causing flooding of communities. Proper disposal of waste is important, especially plastic waste needs to be collected and recycled. Now, the slide you are looking at is the Port community in Rivers State. And the next slide shows 3 major areas. From that particular picture, you see emissions into the atmosphere. When I was working in Bayelsa State, there is a daily burning of fossil fuel. The gas that should have been piped to communities to reduce cost of cooking gas are flared every day, 24/7 hour. And all these contribute to global warming. And you will also see that refuse are drawn along that waterway. After some time, this will be washed into the sea, into the beach, and then affect the lives of aquatic lives. Recently, people have been finding plastics in fish they buy in the market, microplastics, and so many other problems that relate with pollution. Now, recycling of plastic waste is one major area and method that we can use to reduce global pollution. If we pass through refuse dumps along the highways and some other locations, you see refuse being burnt every day. A majority of these are plastics. And some people will collect those plastics and resell them to those who recycle. But unfortunately, some of those plastics that are collected, some will have urinated into it, some will have used them to prepare concoction. And those who want to buy peanuts along the highway does not know what has been the content of that bottle before. And this is why we need to be very careful when we buy things along the highway. The plastics can be recycled into interlocking paving bricks. And this can be used in reducing pollution. Some of my students in the past have worked on, can we make lining for sand fields by using plastic mixed with clay and some other things. And we found that about 3 to 5% of plastic mixed with sand can give a very impermeable solid material that can be used even in construction of buildings where there is water logging. One can use that type of block that is made with plastic to do the foundation. It will not degrade and it will be very solid. Now, the plastic recycling into paving bricks above is done in heated drums to melt the shredded plastics. It's good technology to reduce pollution, but unfortunately, most of those who use that local technology will not have protective equipment. They will not cover their nose, they inhale some of those fumes, and over time, they begin to have very serious health challenges, especially respiratory diseases, pneumonia, and some other problems. There is a garden that is made with recycled plastic in Europe. Recycled plastic, instead of burning it. There was also one man who came from the US and then in Guinea decided to construct a water hotel near the beach using plastics as buoyant materials for his project. Now, the food, energy, water measures of environmental degradation, almost all engineering activities relating to construction, exploration, mining, all contribute to environmental degradation. For instance, when dams are designed and constructed to impound the perennial water body, the reservoir created behind the dam covers ground that are being used as farmland or housing community. And such places people in that location will be displaced and have to be relocated. The borrow pits and other materials transported from other locations to some sites result in land degradation. However, if the common good, looking at the benefits, outweigh the impacts, the project will be done. Such borrow pits and quarries eventually reduce land resource that would have contributed to food production. Roles of environmental engineers in mitigation of impacts. I want to say here that it's not only engineers that have interest in the environment. There are also scientists that contribute to environmental development. Pharmacists, biochemists, agriculturists, all these roles have one impact on the other through their professional input into the environment. But majority of those who affect the environment most are engineers. And this involves agricultural engineers. When we say environmental engineers, we are not only saying civil engineers. We have agricultural engineers, chemical engineers like our outgoing chairman, civil engineers, computer engineers, electrical engineers, environmental engineers, mechanical engineers, petroleum engineers, mining engineers, and scientists. All these have roles to play in environmental management. Now, the transition from a linear economy to circular one. When we look closely on how do we reduce the impact of the environment, we need to understand that we have air environment, we have physical environment, political environment, social environment, industrial environment. All these areas in production generally, what most people have been using is just a linear way of economy. That is, you get your raw materials, you process them, which are generated and disposed. Some are released into the environment, and the packaged food or packaged product is sold out. And after used by the owner, the unneeded material is then left out as waste. But generally, in environmental engineering, we have come to the conclusion that one person's waste is another person's raw materials that can bring good money. And that's why the focus presently globally is on circular economy. And what do we mean by circular economy? We have seen raw material being converted to product, being bought and used, and then the trash results. Then for circular resource, the raw material comes in, processed as usual, consumed, and the resources are then recovered. Part of it will then go back into production. Instead of using virgin materials, we now use recycled products, especially plastic and some other materials of value. And most of our parents are knowledgeable about this. The native soap, what we call native soap, is made from farm waste. Cocoa pods are burnt, and then with the ashes are mixed with some other materials, and it brings out very solid material that can be used to wash and very friendly to the skin. And that way they make money from what is actually the former waste. So circular economy is about looking inwards and looking at what you have, and then to decide, is this totally a waste? Can I reuse it? Can I recycle it? Or can I just dump it? Whatever decision you take at any point, decides how best to manage the environment. For every one of us, there is a need for a paradigm shift. Whether you're a scientist, whether you're an entrepreneur, businessman, engineers, we need to look inwards, especially in any period that there is an economic recession. The whole world is going through a recession. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. As people were rioting in Nigeria and protesting, people were also rioting in Sweden and all over the world. So it's not a local phenomenon to Nigeria alone. And God has blessed us in so many ways. This morning I was just happy and I said, our police has developed. Instead of using tear gas, they were distributing biscuit and water to those who are protesting. It's a progress for us. It's a progress. Circular economy is the global language of mantra, where in our different fields, we will need to have an algorithm to think through what will happen to any resource that we may think is a waste, overcoming limitations in developing economies. The nationwide outcry about high cost of everything from water to food and other essential commodities is more or less a wake-up call. Finding solutions to energy, developing our own steel industry to be able to have local access to flagships, in addition to the rush to develop our industries, is simple enough. Individually, we must have a change in attitude and believe in ourselves. One of my old students is shown here, Engineer Oladipo. He's supposed to be here. In his undergraduate, I supervised his undergraduate project. And his own work was to use bamboo as reinforcement for concrete. And we modeled that with slab, and we also modeled with beams. And we found that we could conveniently use bamboo for reinforcement, providing if it's a beam, if the opening under it is not more than 3 meters, you can still walk on it. And what people call waste is useful material. In the picture there, the bricks this interlocking bricks we were using in our incubation center at Ife. It's made with sawdust wood ash. A former student had found that if you are mixing, if you use pozzolanic, if you use sawdust wood ash as pozzolanic material, and mix it with laterite and rend it as our parents would do this chubaba, it develops strength similar to when you use Portland cement. Similar strength. 10%, 8%. There is no difference in the cube analysis that was done. And I encourage us to use this same method. Without using Portland cement, all the bricks that were made to cut our office, our workshop in the incubation center at Ife, by just sawdust wood ash. The only place where we used Portland cement was the first mortar that was used in bonding the material to the floor. Once the first coat is already done, within 1 hour you can complete a house if the bricks are ready, interlocking bricks. And A lot of works have been done in this. Even the institute in Ota, Federal Institute for NIPRI, Nigerian Institute for Building Roads Infrastructure Research. They have a 3-story building there. That is their workshop. Built from just the only concrete work at the frame, the beams, the slabs, and columns. But all the wallings are made with interlocking bricks that has no cement in it. And they are standard products. So these are focus. We've also used ordinary bamboo as a reinforcement in that particular location for our work. And rather than burn the plastic waste, we use the plastics and assemble it to create a wall like glass cube, so that it's translucent, so that air can break through the waste and all that. So, in conclusion, I would ask, if we want to move forward and change our environment, we have the resources. In moments like these are period when we can challenge ourselves to say, what is that in your hand? God asked Moses, what was that in your hand? He said, just an ordinary Lord. You did not become an ordinary Lord. You changed into something valuable. That woman that was a widow, Salem with taking care of her children. What's that you have? She said, nothing. Then she remembered I have a pot of oil in the house. And that pot of oil made her a oil magnet, the first oil magnet in the Bible. By faith. Then when we also look inward, you'll find that there are some things you have as talents that you can convert in this period of stress, this period when there's recession. That is when God needs so many people because they can look inwards. Rather than burn plastics, Loma has been doing a very wonderful job for almost a year. Mrs. Dola, or something. I don't know whether she's still there. She was at her first meeting. Mama Dowo, yes, Tito, yes, she was at her first conference in 2009. And Norma focused on connecting waste. But the money spent on transportation is the highest cost in waste management because instead of them connecting to a long distance, why can't we look for localized processing points where this waste can be converted to some valuable uses? What do you have in the house? What product or services can I give to meet specific needs of the society? It's not by prayer alone. You can pray from now till eternity, you will not talk to money. But if you have a product or service that you are giving to the community to bring you money, and this is why we engineers must look inwards. What are the challenges in the environment? For my PhD, I worked on palm connections. I didn't want to work on it because my oga said this is what we wanted. And from it, I have a patent license on acrylic carbon. Everything about the palm tree is money. The palm kernel shells, we produce acrylic carbon that are being imported from Malaysia, from all these non-war countries. And we have the patent on 2 types of acrylic carbon that can remove heavy metals and most of the impurities that are in water. And it's one of the reasons we had that technology innovation center allocated to us. We want to go into mass production. I don't want the patent to do something. And we can sell all that. There is medical carbon that is used in removing poison in the body. And if I tell you that the shiguagado that we throw away is valuable material for this acrylic carbon, you will be amazed. The processing method is available And that's what we engineering must do. How can we make water safe? Even most of the pure water that are sold today are not that pure. There are bacteria that have been grown in some of the samples. And bottled water is expensive. We pay for the container, not what is the content. Because if you buy a sachet of water, pure water, 60 ml, and this is just about 1.5 times that. You pay 10 naira or 20 naira for the sachet water, but you pay 12 naira or so for this. So what you are paying for is the processing and then the packaging. So we need to look inwards and see how best we can, as a man or woman, think and so easy. For us to be relevant, we should leave this ceremony with a resolve to use our talents to build our nation. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we please put our hands together one more time for this man who has allowed us to share from his mountain of knowledge. God bless you, sir. We especially recognize in our midst, with your indulgence, the SSR, the NSA President, Engineer Mrs. Rose Ngozi Igwanugu, the Defense National Chairman, NIEE. Thank you very much. We also recognize the National Treasurer.
Please, let her come here.
Ma, please, you're invited to the podium. We also recognize the National Treasurer of NIEE and the Permanent Secretary, Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement in Lagos State, Engineer Mrs. Abiola Koshiri, LPON, FNSE, FNICE, MNIEE, NASCE. That's Mama Koshiri for you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Please bring the PS to the table too. Engineer Koshiri, please come to the table.
Thank you, Ma. Because of some other state matters holding now, there is a little rearrangement of our program. Please permit me on this point to invite a goodwill message, a special advisor to the governor, the Minister of the Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Olakule Rotimi Akuno, for his goodwill.
Good afternoon. The National President, Engineer Mrs. Margaret Aino Tada, and Engineer Odukoya, that's the immediate past chairman of NICE, but correct? Thank you. Our incoming chairman, Engineer Olawale Amarai. Sorry. Engineer Nure Adeboyega Ogunyemi. Thank you. Congratulations. Our guest speaker, Engineer Professor Ifeoluwa Kehinde Adeomi. Thank Thank you, sir, for giving us that skill of lecture. I must agree that it's quite simple, technical, and deep. I agree with the fact that we need to look inward, and your thoughts on circular economy is a good one. We need to take seriously. Thank you, sir. Mrs. Africa Olabisi, that's wife to Engineer Lorraine, am I right? Madam, thank you for being here. It's often said that behind or around every successful man, there is a woman. But in this case, you are not a woman. You are also an engineer. For you to have accommodated that's long. Then the pastor's national chairman, Engineer Ajani, wow. That's the thing that I just thought is Engineer Ajani, you are highly recognized. That is the man that actually tried to or succeeded bringing me back into the engineering field. Thank you, Engineer Ajani. I actually tried at some point, and by the time I came in contact with him, he encouraged me to come back, and he put me through the process. Today, I am now a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Still a baby though, just a member. And he has planned on how to grow me to the ranks. Thank you, sir. So I'm not going to say much. Sorry, perhaps I will take someone or someone. I apologize. It's not intentional. I need to also quickly attend. We're having a program for swearing-in program for the newly elected appointed PS, and we all need to be there. My colleagues are there, and I can see my phone ringing. Try to know where I am right now. So please, I may not stay longer than this, but I need to say that I am encouraged and coming back into the fold of engineers. When we were in school studying engineering, I always knew engineering is not a field for faint hearted. You need to be purposeful, you need to be dedicated. You need to know what you want. You need to know why you want to study engineering. Else, you can't survive with that. So for everyone that is in this room, I again want to say congratulations for surviving the odds and for doing the needful for this country. Like our guest speaker said, we need to look inward. Looking inward will mean that our engineers must come up to prefer solutions, and not just preferring solutions, but actually walking the talk, ensuring that we don't rely on foreign support for issues or challenges that are engineering in nature, and that we can, of course, get solution to if we look inward. There's need to encourage our engineers. There's need for the government to move in the direction of their prayers, so that once those prayers are met, obviously, magic begins to come into the scene. I want to thank everyone for coming, and I want to congratulate my brother-in-law for this new height you have attained. It's no joke. There are thousands and thousands of engineers out there that you will be leading, and many of them are equally tall in wisdom, in knowledge, they are deep, and you leading them obviously is a big challenge, because they want to come up with their own opinion in terms of managing mature and qualified minds. It's not a joke. So I will only pray that God, in His infinite mercy, We honor you with the wisdom, where the knowledge, and the kind required to live at that level of person. Once again, thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. YSA. Mr. Olakunle Rotimi, MNSE. Thank you very much, sir. The family of Adedire and Ogunyemi, you highly recognized. Thank you very much for your cooperation and support. Chapter chairman and president, thank you very much. We are about to go into the investiture process. May I invite for the citation of the 14th National Chairman, Engineer Nureni Adeboyega Ogunyemi, MNSE, FNIEE. May I invite the chairman of NIEE Lagos State Chapter, Engineer Yusuf Majoradi, MNSE, FNIEE, MNSCHE, FIHSD, FOSA. I request that the 14th National Chairman be upstanding as a citation is being read. The citation is about to be read.
The NSC President, Engineer, Mrs. Margaret Ainobutawa. You're most welcome. She is the first female NSC President that the world ever had in Nigeria. She's very cerebral. We are going to take engineering to the next level in the next 2 years. I'm very, very impressed about that. Thank you very much, now you're welcome. We have the 13th National Chairman, Engineer Cheson Moses Odukoya, my mentor. And I know that I can't be a member of NIEE without honesty, because they actually showed us the path. Thank you very much. If I continue, then I'm sure I will not do the assignment I've been given. So I want to stand on all the existing protocols so that we can have our engineer. I remember in 2004, I was about to register for my NSC. And I called Engineer Odukoya, sir, I'm set now to register for my NSC. And he said, okay, there's only one man you can meet. And that'll do everything that you need. And I'll decide on that. And that's another man, the person I'm going to read the citation today. A round of applause for him. I know we can start counting. This man is just 10 years. So I'll go with the citation. Engineer Nureni Adeboyega, MNSC, FNIEE, was born in Ayeyemoro Olofin Otigun compound in ancient town of Ile-Ife, Oyo State, Osun State, on 19th February 1969 to late Pa Awal Adereti Ogunyemi, an Islamic scholar and university civil servant, and also to Alaja Selimot Abegbe apologies for that. Ogunyemi, a tailor and a trader Nureni Adeboyega Obuyemi attended Ansarudin Primary School, Ogbonagba, Ile-Ife, 1975 to 1981. He then proceeded to Community High School, Ondo Road, Ile-Ife, 1980 to 1985 for his secondary education before completing it with St. Peter's African Church Grammar School, Obiokun, Ile-Ife, 1986. He proceeded to the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, where he backed a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, 1997 to 1996/1997. His working experience, engineer NIEE Uyemi, after serving his fatherland during NYSC between 1997 1998, he joined Nairobi Nursery and Primary School, now called Laraway, Ikorodu, where he supervised various building projects embarked upon by the school between 1998 till 2000. Engineer Uyemi later moved to Oxford International High School, Ife-Remo, Ogun State, for the supervision of construction of the school perimeter fence, year 2000 to year 2001. Baba Ogun, as fondly called, joined the Lagos State Civil Service on 1st November 2001 and served meritoriously till date. He served in the following positions. He started as an executive engineer to Etiosa and Ikoyi stormwater drainage maintenance projects. He moved over to the position of the executive engineer 1, Ushope stormwater drainage maintenance projects. Then became a resident engineer with Agege, Ushope, and Shomolu local government areas for flood compliance and stormwater drainage projects. He was one of the team members that designed the famous Shomolu Canal named System 2 Canal Channel. He later rose to the position of the coordinator for Apapa, Ajeromi, Ifelogun, Ikeja, Amuwo-Odofin, etc. for both drainage maintenance and construction projects. He is presently an assistant director at the Office of Drainage Services and Water Resources, Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. And by the special grace of God, in some couple of months, he shall attain the position of a Deputy Director, Lagos State Government. Courses attended with date. He has traveled far and wide, and first of which is the International Seminar and Workshop on Technologies for Municipal Clean and Wastewater Infrastructure, Munich, Bavaria, Germany. I know if they are Germans here, they will say I didn't pronounce it well. So from between the 18th and 29th of September 2006, he attended a workshop on effective supervision and management of engineering projects April 2005. He attended the workshop on training of maintenance facilities managers March 2007. He had a workshop on capacity development for the officials of the Office of Drainage Services, Ministry of Environment, March 2009. He attended a training on solar energy and biomass technological transfer service, Munich, Kravana State, Germany, September 25th to the 7th of October 2009. He has also been trained on effective project management in August 2010 and attended Management Strategy for PCU and Components Executive Agency Staff 2009. He also attended the training on e-waste management in Nigeria, challenges and prospects in 2011. And move over to his professional qualification. Engineer Obiemi is a member of several professional bodies as follows. Member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a registered civil engineer with the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, CORE, and he has attained the most prestigious position as the Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. He has several awards, and he had the award as of Outstanding Services to the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, 2005. And he had an award of Outstanding Contribution and Performance in 2013. Engineer Nureni Adegboyega Obiemi is a member of NASFAT's Yanopaja branch and has served the branch at various capacities, e.g. Building and Project Committee. He is happily married to his half-brother, Alaja Kapilat Olabisi, and they are blessed with children. Join me in welcoming the 40th National Chairman of the Nigeria Institution of Environmental Engineers, Engineer Nureni Adegboyega Obiemi. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Can you please return to your place, sir? Thank you very much. I need to quickly apologize because as Nigerians and Yorubas that we have a culture, when they pronounce something about us that is not actually right, we tend to be a little bit more lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin ọmọ onífẹ̀ẹ́ àbúrẹ́ ọmọ adájọ́ owó rẹ̀ mọ́ onípẹ̀kẹ́ má dùnkú o. Àwọn kan tó ń pè tí wọn ò pè dáadáa ìyẹn mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè mọ̀ pọ̀ bí ọlọ́mọ ẹ má dùnkú. With that, we would move to the investiture of the 14th National Chairman of NIEE and oath of office of Engineer Nureni. And to do us that honor is the 13th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineering, Engineer S.M. Odukoya, FNSE, FNIEE.
The President and Chairman Council, for permission, I go ahead. Thank you. Well, this is the moment we are waiting for. I will also say that you know that become the chairman of this action and solid square that will defend and uphold at all time the memorandum and article of association of this agency of the Department on all matters dealt with by her in accordance with the provisions of the same. Okay, you read that. Okay, so read that. Okay.
Hi, engineer Louis Adeboye. To know, having become the chairman of this institution, the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, solemnly swear that I will defend and uphold at all times the memorandum and articles of association of this institution in all matters that derivate by her in accordance with the provision of the said memorandum of article of this society. Yes, I do. I promise to undertake and promote the objects of the institution at all times. Yes, I do. I promise to conduct myself always on all engineering matters in accordance with the institution and lay down code of ethics and conduct. Yes, I do. I promise to look after the interests and welfare of all my fellow engineers and members of this institution. I promise to meet all obligations to this institution and serve selflessly to the best of my ability. Yes, I do. And before everyone present at this investiture ceremony, I pledge I, Okuyemi Nureni Adeboye, pledge to uphold and defend the memorandum and article of the Association of Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineering, to conduct my engineering practice with discipline, sincerity, and fairness, and to show interest in the affair and welfare of my fellow engineers and members. So help me Allah.
I like to start with
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've been told to remind us that the medical outreach is out there. We can all go there for our vitals and medical consultations. Thank you. May I also recognize the presence of Engineer Adefemi Adedimeji Afolabi, the General Manager, Lagos State Wastewater Management Office. Thank you for joining us. That's the GM Laswamo, and who some other people in some other quarters call Triple A. Thank you very much, sir. We're about to listen to the inaugural address by the national chairman. Before the address, may I humbly request that we'll be upstanding for this champion today, as we're giving a resounding round of applause at the 14th national chairman, Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineering.
The President of Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Mrs. Margaret Aina Oguta, FNSC, FNIEE, FNSCHA. Our mama, my president, the first female president since the establishment of NIEE since 1959. My special advisor, Honorable Rotimi Olakunle Akodu, Special Advisor on Environment and Water Resources. The Chairman Board of Trustees, Nigeria Institution of Environmental Engineers, the third National Chairman, Engineer Bolariwa Olowe, FNSC, FNIEE. My IPC, Engineer Sesokosi Sodukoya, FNSC, FNIEE. The guest lecturer, the guest speaker, my lecturer at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Engineer Professor Ifeoluwa Adewumi. Past chairman of NIEE, and also the only female chairman of this institution. All the elders of the Institution of Environmental Engineers in attendance, the environment family, Office of Drainage Service and Water Resources, my family, Ogunyemi, Adedin Ogunyemi, family that I am present, the head of our family in Lagos, Honorable Sola Juma Lawal, my mommy, Mama Selinot Abebe Ogunlemi. All my professional colleagues that are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this is my inaugural speech. To God be all the glory, the most merciful, the most benevolent, and the most beneficent. He is the creator and provider of all things, before and after which there is nothing. God has been fair to all, and for that we are ever grateful. It is with my great delight I appreciate all of my invited speakers here and distinguished guests, NIE elders seated in this hall, as well as all members of this environment family. You are all welcome to today's investiture and inauguration, in which the impact of food, energy, and water measures on global warming and flooding has been discussed extensively. The Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineer, a division of NSE, was founded on 12 February 1995. At the forefront of this environmental engineer was the indisputable founding father of the institution, Engineer Chief Samuel Olatunde Fadausi, FNSE, OFR, CON, the fifth president of NSE between 1968 and 1969. Since 1995 to date, this institution has been led by great environmental engineers. I am simply humbled to be the 14th national chairman of this division that has accomplished much within the space of time and has come to stay within the Nigerian Society of Engineers family. The past 13 chairmen, their executive members at the national and state chapter levels, numerous members and friends of the institution have worked tirelessly to keep the flag flying so as to make the division relevant. I stand before you today with a deep sense of gratitude and responsibility as I take on the role as the chairman of this esteemed organization. As I rose from the position of food soldiers, ordinary member of the institution, to the position of the chairman. I am honored to serve in a capacity that allows us to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time. The integrated interplay between food, energy, and water, and their profound impact on global warming and flooding. As we gather here, our world is undergoing profound changes. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is a reality that we must confront head on. The nexus between food, energy, and water is at the heart of this challenge, and our ability to manage it effectively will save the future of the generation to come. Let us begin by acknowledging the integrated relationships within the food, energy, and water nexus. The production of food requires water and energy. Energy production demands water resources, and water supply often depends on energy inputs. This interconnectedness is both a source of resilience and vulnerability. If we hope to build a sustainable future, we must adopt an integrated approach that recognizes the delicate balance between these critical resources. Global warming, driven by the excessive emission of greenhouse gases, is a stark reality that demands our immediate attention. The choices we make regarding the food production, energy sources, and water management directly impact our carbon footprint. As steward of our environment, we have a responsibility to adopt sustainable practice that mitigates the effect of climate change. One of the most visible consequences of climate change is the increasing frequency and intensity of flood, changes in the precipitation pattern, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events pose a significant threat to communities worldwide. By addressing the food, energy, water nexus, we have the opportunity not to only reduce our environmental impact, but also to enhance our resilience in the face of these challenges. According to the United Nations, 662 people lost their lives, 3,174 were injured, 2.5 million displaced, and 200,000 houses were destroyed in 2022, all attributed to flooding. It should be on record that our institution suddenly believed and backed the Lagos State Commissioner of Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tokunbo Wahab, on his monumental stance on banning the use of styrofoam parks in the state. Majority of our drainage channels are clogged due to these menace. In my tenure as chairman, I commit to fostering innovation and collaboration within our organization. We will work toward developing sustainable solutions that optimize the use of resources, promote renewable energy resources, and ensure food and water security. I encourage all members of our organization to contribute their expertise and ideas toward these shared goals. Other regular programs of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, including ESO Padam's annual lecture, World Environment Day, industrial visits, etc. will continue to hold. In addition, during my tenure, I intend to achieve the following. I will continue to work and expand the NIEE membership base. I will also make sure I generate adequate funds, membership dues, sponsorships, and donations to acquire befitting and functional secretariats. To review the report on product standards and make it a working tool for our institution. The establishment of climate change committee to ensure our institution has good representation in future climate change conferences anywhere in the world. We will continue to collaborate with relevant stakeholders to encourage and support structured mentorship programs for our young engineers. Our journey ahead will not be easy, but it's a journey we must undertake for the well-being of our planet and future generations. Together, let us embrace the challenges of food, energy, water needs, recognizing that our action today will save the world tomorrow. Albert Hoover said, the great liability of the engineer compared to many of other professions is that his works are housed in open, where all can see them. The engineer simply cannot deny he did it. If these works do not work, he is damned. I hereby charge the federal government of Nigeria, the Lagos State government, engineers and friends in the environment across the government, private, profit and non-profit sectors are working together to mitigate the impact of food, energy and water nexus on global warming and flooding in Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. We cannot abandon the environment. We hold the key, and the key will be used to unlock solutions to the environmental challenges. Thank you for all your trust. I look forward to working collaboratively toward a sustainable and resilient future. NIEE sustainable environment. God bless NIEE. God bless NSE. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to call all newly elected executive members of Nigerian Institution of Engineer. Please kindly come out for your oath of office. I will start from the Vice Chairman, Engineer Keyes Umekesiobi. The General Secretary, Engineer O.O. Abola. Assistant General Secretary, Alaja Isiwat Lawal. The National Treasurer, my PS, Engineer Mrs. Abiola Kosegbe. The Financial Secretary, Engineer Olasukomi Ojokuro. Membership Secretary, Engineer Gege Morris Afolabi. The Assistant Membership Secretary, Engineer Mustafa Adetayo. The Technical Secretary, Engineer Dr. Muktada Sidani. Assistant Technical Secretary, Engineer Dr. Muktada Ibrahim. The Embassy Secretary, Engineer Afolabi Morris Krigen. Assistant Embassy Secretary, Engineer Mustafa Mukhtar Alitai. Ex-officer 1, Engineer Professor M.J. Ayota Muna. Ex-officer 2, Engineer Tech Aneke Senior. Ex-officer 3, Engineer Dr. Chidoke Uzoebo. Ex-officer 4, Engineer Peter Agbola Oke. This is the oath of office, the presence of the NSC president on and all our founding fathers and all the families of environment. You read after me. Do you, having become, what's your position? Having become of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, solemnly swear that you will defend and uphold at all times the memorandum and articles of the association of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers on all matters dealt with by her in accordance with the provision of the said memorandum and article of association of society. Do you promise to undertake and promote the objects of the institution at all times? Yes, sir. Do you promise to conduct yourself always on all ordinary matters in accordance with the institution? Yes, and lay down code of ethics and conduct? Yes, sir. Do you promise to look after the interests and welfare of your fellow members and members of the institution? Do you promise to meet all your obligations to the institution and serve selflessly to the best of your ability? Yeah, I'll read it. Thank you very much. At this point, by the power conferred on me, in the presence of NSC President, the elders of the environment family, all the professional colleagues, all the environment family, I hereby inaugurate the executive committee of Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers for year 2024.
Let's all take our seat, please. Please sit down, everybody. Everybody, please take your seats. The event is not over yet. Take your seat, please.
Can we all be seated, please? The program is still on. Can we all be seated so that we can wrap up? I pray for indulgence for this point to recognize the presence of Engineer Rashid Ayen. Thank you very much for coming, sir. And also Engineer Mukhtar Tijani, the Managing Director of Lagos State Water Corporation. And highly referred Engineer Babatunde Oshu. You are also invited to the talk table, sir. We are about to confer fellowship award to
distinguished guests. I need to take my leave now. But before I go, I want to call somebody to come here to take over from me for now. And that will be Engineer Utosi Ogumola. So please come up here.
thank you very much, the President, Nigerian Society of Engineers. Thank you for sharing this wonderful day with us. We appreciate you coming. Before you leave, ma'am, the chairman of the occasion, ma'am, Engineer Margaret, ma'am, you cannot leave at this point, please, ma'am, because an award is to be presented to you. And that's what we're doing now before you can take your leave, ma'am. May I have the pleasure of Engineer Bola Olowe? Engineer Wutalama, after the picture with the ESCO members, you have an award. And Engineer Bola Olowe is already started to present the award to you, ma'am.
My president, let me have you and also now occupying the exalted position as the first lady president of our exalted society. So please, on behalf of the committee of Nigeria Institute of Humanity, I have to present this award to you this day of the Investiture of our Petite Chairman of Nigeria.
Thank you, Ma. Engineer Otala, you're also presenting an award to Engineer Sheson Moses Odukoya after the photograph session with the next members. Thank you very much. Engineer Otala, you're presenting to Engineer SM Odukoya. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, professionals of the house, members of the Engineering Society, environmental engineers in the house. Thank you very much for your time. We're still giving out some awards before we move to the conferment of fellowship award on some dignitaries in our midst. The next award here goes to our guest speaker for today, Engineer Professor Ifeoluwa Kehinde Adewumi. And to do us the honor of presenting the award is the representative of the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and immediate past chairman NSC Ikeja branch, Engineer Tosin Ogumola. Can we please put our hands together for him?
So distinguished leaders of our great society, members of the great Nigerian Society of Engineers, ladies and gentlemen, can I please have our attention, our undivided attention, please? For those of us who came in much earlier, we can indeed attest to the fact that we have had a great privilege to think of the wealth, of expertise of our regard professor. And for me as the person, just like the newly inaugurated national chairman, I'm greatly elated to have been part of this. I just told Daddy just now that the day that you have mentioned earlier on, Professor Sasson, was my project supervisor back in Ife. So we continue to line our hearts to continue to find people like him, continue to make great contributions to our noble profession, the profession of engineering. So it gives me a great pleasure on behalf of the President and Chairman of the Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aina Okutala, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, to present this award to Engineer Professor Ife Adewumi, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who is the head Department of Civil Engineering, the Faculty of Engineering, Redeemers University, Ede in Osun State. Having been, yes, please, you deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much. Having been the guest speaker at this inauguration of the 14th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, on this day, 28th February 2024. Congratulations on it.
Well, sorry, we'll just take a few minutes to play some wonderful tunes, because those who receive awards are having an interview session with the President's National Nigerian Society of Engineers. So it'll only take about 2 to 3 minutes, and we'll be back to the program. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we be seated? Can we be seated, please? I can see some people outside. It's not time for lunch yet. Can we come in and be seated? For those already on the queue are those pins. We have ushers telling them how to line up for repeat. If the ushers are not on your table, can we just be seated, please? May I have Engineer Sheson Moses Odukoya for his award. Also to follow suit is Engineer OES Achani and Engineer Rose Iguanuko. And to do us the honor of presenting this award is the representative of the Nigerian Society of Engineer President, Engineer Tusi Okumola. Can I have all the awardees here? Engineer OES Achani and Engineer Rose Iguanuko.
All right. Again, just like I mentioned earlier, the significance of what just happened is not lost to me. I had the privilege 2 years ago at the inauguration of Engineer S.M. Odukoya, Fellow of Nigerian Society of Engineers. At his inauguration, I had the privilege to have also represented the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, our immediate past president now, Engineer Tasil Idari Mutil FNS. So I think it's indeed a proper induction for me, you know, in the institution. And of course, having the privilege also to become a fellow of the institution. So it gives me a great pleasure, Engineer Odukoya, that you have been able to steer the affairs of the division very successfully in the past 2 years. Like it's commonly said, you have not succeeded until you have a successor. So indeed now we can congratulate you to have actually succeeded. So great pleasure on behalf of the President and Chairman and Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aino Obutala, Fellow of Nigerian Society of Engineers, to present this award from the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, the division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, to Engineer Sheson Moses Odukoya, FNSC, FNIEE, for his stellar performance. Please, a round of applause for him as the 13th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, this day, 28 February 2024. Congratulations, sir. Please, lower the music, please. For me, this is very personal to me. Like I will tell people, I can count the number of people in this great society of ours that I call my leaders. You know, there are not so many. And I mean, it takes a whole lot to qualify for that, really. And I'm glad you announced to the room that indeed I have one of my leaders. You know, the past chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, our very own Mogaji. It gives me a great pleasure to do this on behalf of the President and Chairman and Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aino FNSC, to present this award to
Engineer Olalekan Emeka Suleiman Ajani, FNSA, FNIEE, for his stellar performance as the 12th National Chairman, Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, this day, 28 February 2024. Congratulations, my leader. All right. So, Mommy, good to meet you again. I recollect you took over from our father, Engineer Otuberu. I want to believe yes. And you will recollect one of those days, the NIEE has international office right inside our branch, in the Kenya branch. So, yes, it's been a long time, mutually benefiting working relationship between the NIEE and NSC Kenya branch. So it gives me a great pleasure to do this also on behalf of the President and Chairman and Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aino Itala, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, to present this award to Engineer Rose Iguanugo, FNSC, FNIEE, for outstanding performance as the 10th National Chairman, the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, NIEE, this day, 28 February 2024. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much, sir. President of NSC, thank you very much, sir. And another award, the National Grand Patron, NIESA, student athlete of this institution, is presenting an award to Engineer Sheson Moses Odukoya, FNIEE. And to present the award is Engineer Olalekan Emeka Suleiman Ajani, FNSC, FNIEE, FNICE. Can we please put our hands together if they're not too busy?
On behalf of my president, he helped by my brother, our chairman board of trustee and indeed, our students, empowered by our honorable promotion of sustainable environment, education, and continuous
Engineer Nureni Adeboyega Obuyemi, MNSC, NIEE. The National Chairman, NIEE, will also receive an award, National Grand Patron, NIEESA. And to do us the honor of presenting the award is Engineer Bola Olowe. And we put our hands together for Engineer Bola Olowe. And after this, we'll go to the conferment program of fellowship award.
On behalf of the Nigerian Institution of Preparatory student advocates, I hereby present to you this national grant picture as contains national standard NIEE and national grant picture.
Thank you very much, sir. The fellowship award and confirmation. Sorry. We have Engineer Mokhtar Tijani, MD Lagos State Water Corporation, getting a conferment of fellow here today. Also, Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotu Abdul, Engineer Professor KFK Oyedepo, Engineer Professor Ifeoluwa Kehinde Adeniyi, and Engineer Tosin Ogunmola. And to do the honor of presenting and conferring the award and fellowship on them is the Chairman Board of Fellows, Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, the former National Chairman, NIEE, and he was also a former Permanent Secretary in Lagos State. He is Engineer Babatunde Oshu. Can we put our hands together for him? Can we remain calm and quiet at this point as the fellowship procession begins? Fellowship procession. Thank you very much. Now, a chairman, board of fellows, NIEE, will do what he does best.
We are now at the session of Employment and Fellowship Award.
Can we keep quiet, please? I beg, please. Can we please keep it calm?
Now before us, distinguished engineers in their right today, using this great opportunity of the inauguration of the 14th National Chairman to confer fellowship of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, meaning that by the time we finish this ceremony, you will be entitled to put a private FNIEE. We have before us Engineer Mukta Jami. We will stay after that. By the powers conferred on me as the chairman of the board of fellowship of Nigerian Institute of Engineers, which your name now? Mention your name. Let's mention your name now. Your name. I hereby convert the fellowship of the Nigerian Environmental Engineers, and we hereby declare you fellows of the session by the power of the convocation. We are now free to put in the app while the rates the black presence of Chairman Board of Fellow, Engineer Babatunde Oṣù, the Chairman Board of Trustee, Engineer Kolariwa Olowe, and by the power conferred on me as the Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, I confer on you the prestigious award, Engineer Professor Ife Adewuyi, Head Department of Civil Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Redeemer University, in Osun State. This day, 28 February 2024. In the presence of Chairman Board of Fellow, Engineer Babatunde Oṣù, the Chairman Board of Trustee of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, by the power conferred on me as the Chairman of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, I confer on you the Fellowship Award, the prestigious award for the institution, Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Abedus Abdul, Rector, Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, dated 28 February. Congratulations. In the presence of Chairman Board of Fellow, Engineer Babatunde Oṣù, and Chairman Board of Trustee, Engineer Kolariwa Olowe, by the power conferred on me, the Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, I confer on you the Fellowship Award, the prestigious award for the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, the Institute of Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Mokta Tijani, Managing Director, Lagos Water Corporation, dated 28 February 2024. Congratulations. Okay, let us go. In the presence of Chairman Board of Fellow, Engineer Babatunde Oṣù, the Chairman Board of Trustee, Engineer Kolariwa Olowe, by the power conferred on me as the Chairman of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, I confer on you the Fellowship Award of the Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers, the Division of Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Joseph Mola, 2024. Congratulations.
Sorry, sir.
Wives and family members of those being conferred with the Fellowship Award of NIEE, can you please step forward and take with your spouse and family members? We have just 2 minutes for that. If you're here, can you come take a picture? Wife and family members of those who are with the Fellowship Award. We have the next 2 minutes for that. More. And then we'll move to good messages. I'm on the next 5 minutes, and then a total of 5.
Congratulations to our awardees.
Thank you very much. Now we all return to our seat. Thank you very much. Goodwill messages. 2 minutes each for goodwill messages. We'll take a goodwill message from Engineer Bola Olowe, from Engineer Mrs. Rose Kwanaku, and Engineer Apatunde Oshi. For those who still want to take a photograph, we have a red carpet outside, the picture corner, where you can do that. Can we all settle down, please, for goodwill messages and then we'll take the vote of thanks. Can we proceed?
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, kindly let's have our seat, please. Please, let's have our seat so we can actually wrap up the session in time. Please let us have our seat, please. Hello, sirs. Kindly let's have our seat and pay attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, wonderful professionals in the house. For goodwill messages, may I have the singular honor of inviting to the podium Engineer Bola Olulowe for his goodwill message. Can we put our hands together for him?
Thank you. The President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the Secretary Chairman of the Environment of the Nigerian Engineers, Chairman of the Fellows, our guest speaker,
Please let's pay attention to the good message, please.
it's a great pleasure giving good leadership, particularly on this occasion of the Investiture of the 14th chairman. Looking back over the years, I feel very proud that the subsequent succeeding executive committees and chairman have continued the black line. And I see that today that the environment division is live and alive and is playing its role, not just within the society of engineers, but at the national, throughout the nation, particularly being relevant to the environment in Nigeria. I congratulate the immediate past chairman, and I thank you for the job well done. And I also congratulate the new chairman, whilst charging you to that as you have taken the battle today, that you should run assiduously and make the environment situation better than you have found it. I wish you all success in this task that you have gotten, and I pray that the Lord will be with you and members of the ESCO. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Engineer Mrs. Rose Iguanagu for her goodwill message. Can we put our hands together for her? Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. With all due respect, as I stand on the existing protocols, I want to say that I am very, very happy today to see. I want to say that I am very, very happy today to see that the environment division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers is really being sustained by the caliber of people that are members. Thank you also so much for standing behind the new chairman. I watched him, work very hard within the institution, and I pray that he will succeed, because I got one saying today that you do not succeed until you get a successor. I wish him very well. I wish him all the best during his tenure. And I want to say that the environment will continue to be sustained if we all put our hands on it. Thank you so much for the award given to me today, and thank you for being part of the environment. Thank you. Thank you very much, Engineer Igualugu. Thank you, ma'am. We have come to the end of today's program, this wonderful event of awards and fun fields. We will not wrap up today's program without a vote of thanks to say thank you all for coming and thank you so much for your time. And to do that task for the vote of thanks is the chairman of Investiture Planning Committee, Engineer Olasukomi Ochomuro, FNSE, FNIEE, FNIMECHE. Can we please put our hands together for him?
Thank you. It's really been exciting to be here today. We appreciate all who are in attendance. And I would like to start with the high table. The National President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Mrs. Margaret Mutala FNSE, ably represented by the Engineer Buola, who was once chairman of Kenya branch. The newly inaugurated chairman of NIEE, Engineer Maureen Muguyemi. Say thank you very much. Our guest lecturer, we appreciate your discourse. It's a form of wake-up call for us to do the needful in tackling environmental nuisance. Of course, it's not nuisance. It is raw materials from, other sectors of the economy. Thank you very much. Of course, I can see on the high table my IPC engineer SM Odukoya. We appreciate it. On the high table, we have some of our mentors. It's really exciting to see some of us who were foot soldiers then become, leaders of the institution. I can remember those days when Engineer Odukoya, Engineer Guyemi, Engineer Mrs. Chola Wola, my humble self, and others were running errands. But today, those of us who were running errands, some of us have emerged as the leaders of the institution. You can imagine one foot soldier handing over to another foot soldier. My permanent secretary, Engineer Mrs. Koshegbe, thank you for your time. We know it's not easy to sit here all day and bear with us. The MD of operation, is he still around? It seems he's left. In the audience too, I can cite some of our elders, those who have made us what we are today. That is for those of us who were foot soldiers then. Engineer Ayeni, and a host of others. So I say thank you to all of you around here, our past chairmen, members of the institution, friends, and all those who have supported us in one way. I am humbled to be here because it's a privilege. The National ESCO deemed it fit and felt that the committee can do the work. And I can see that the committee members are running around. I would have loved all committee members of the occasion to come around, but unfortunately, they are all busy. Of course, we give glory to the Almighty God for having made it possible for us to be alive today and making today's program a success. Engineer Dani, you are there. So thank you for your time. We thank Almighty God. We thank everybody. We wish you safe journeys to your respective destinations. God bless. Enjoy. So my IPC said I should announce that there is item dance, dance, dance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. They passed the newly inaugurated National Chairman of NIEE, National Executive members, guest speaker, leaders of this great institution, the representative of the President of NSE, all executive chairmen and members from various states of the Federation, members of the Lagos State government here present, special guests, dignitaries, captains of industries, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I said thank you for having me as your compere. Once again, I'm Ramat Adenu, a public servant with the Lagos State government. Thank you very much. I wish you all safe journey to your various destinations. Thank you. God bless you. We started with the national anthem, and we would also end with the national anthem. May I please request that we be upstanding on our feet for the national anthem after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.